Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's Expert Lancer here. Sorry I haven't made any content in a while. Kind of been busy, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that the new Soul Burner structure deck was just released, and everyone's hyped up about it over the new meta deck that it released, the Salamangreats. I've been playtesting this deck for a while, and this deck is super consistent, puts a lot of pressure, and can easily OTK your opponent if they don't know what they're doing. This deck is going to probably take the meta by storm. Uh, the only decks that really fight well against it will be Sky Striker and Thunder Dragon. There's ways around that if you know what you're doing. The Sky Striker matchup you can win against is just really grindy, and the Thunder Dragon matchup is who can OTK the other person first. But anyways, I'm gonna get right into it. This is my current list that I'm running with the cards that I have available, and it's working really well. It's very consistent. But oh yeah, this is also the top 8 ARG mat that I won recently. I think I played DDDs for that. I have some spice for that coming up pretty soon as well. But right now, let's get into it. First, to start off with Triple Lady Debug. She's your Stratus of the deck. Level 4 Cyberus monster. You can normal summon her when she's normal summoned. You can or special summon. You can search one level 3 or lower Cyberus monster and add it to your hand. So this card itself will just get your combo started. So if you have this with Gazelle or this with Spinny, you just use this to search the last missing piece, and you just do your full combo. And also 1700 bodies, not bad at all. Triple of the best card in the deck would be Salamangreat Sauce. What this card does, if a Salamangreat monster is sent to the graveyard except for itself, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it specials itself from the hand, and also when it's summoned, you can Foolish Burial any Salamangreat card, including Fusion of Fire. But you can, it's hard once per turn. But you can use both effects. So you can so if you summon a monster and you link off with it, you can chain this to block, chain block whatever monster you're summoning, and then special this, and then you get Foolish. You really want to see Gazelle in your opening hand. Probably the second best card. I say this is the best card. This is the second best card. This would be the third best card. Would be Salamangreat Spinning. This card, what this card does is you can pitch it from your hand as pitch and target as cost. To target one monster on the field and boost it by 500. Also, if you control a Salamangreat monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Card once per turn, but if you do, it gets banished when it leaves the field. So this card helps you get into the bigger links, and also helps you with your Exceed play, which I'll show you the combo later on. Next is Triple Foxy. A lot of people play 2. I prefer 3 because it's a better normal summon. This is probably the 4th best card in the deck, because you can still use this to start your whole combo. What this card does is when it's normal summoned, I believe it's just normal summon. Yeah, when this card is normal summoned, you excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and add 1 Salamangreat. So it's basically a pot of duality. And also, I believe you can bounce you can discard 1 card to special summon this card from the graveyard and then destroy 1 spell or trap. And this gets around stuff like skill drain. So if this is in the graveyard, you can pitch, special, and it's all 1 effect. So when it hits the field, it already blew up the spell or trap. So this out skill drain and Secret Village. Next we play 1 Falco and 1 Jaguar. Falco, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can basically set 1 Salamangreat spell or trap from your graveyard. So this helps with recursion plays. And I believe this is the one that, this one bounces a monster Salamangreat to your hand to special itself. It's a level 4 as well, so that helps with rank 4s. Jaguar, this is probably one of the better extenders. And this card helps recycle. You only need 1 because more than 1 kind of bricks. And it's not really a starter card. You really don't want to open this card. But what it does is it has piercing, 1800 attack power with piercing. And on top of that, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one Salamangreat card into your deck as cost to special summon it from the graveyard to a link zone, to an arrow that a link monster points to. So that's very relevant. As far as extenders, you could play Psychic Wilders, but I choose to play Backup Secretary because she's the Cyberse monster. You can use her to get your combo started. Basically what she does is if you control a Cyberse monster, you can special summon her from your hand. Hard once per turn. You can only summon one that way. But you can go Secretary, Secretary, overlay if you need to, or you can just go Secretary, link into Baylink, search field spell. There's other combos, but I find her a lot better than I tried the Psychic Wielder and I didn't really like Weed Dealer. Next, run Triple Ash Blossom. Just got reprinted as a common, so why not rock the commons for right now? And Triple Effect Veiler, arguably the best hand traps in the format right now. Droll's a close second because this deck doesn't add a lot, but there's a lot of decks that do. I think this deck adds once in the main combo, and once maybe twice in the main combo. So this deck really doesn't add a whole lot. So Droll really doesn't do anything against this deck. Because usually at your field spell, after you use your field spell, you're basically done. You get everything, you fetch everything, you dump everything to the graveyard and you get it back. Next, we run Triple of the Circle. What this card does is it's a rotor for your deck. It searches any of your Salamangreat monsters. And also, if you have a Salamangreat monster that was link summoned using itself as a material, you can use this card to protect it, make it unaffected by monster effects. And it's quick play as well, so you can set it as a bluff. You pull Twin Twisters, you chain, you search. Or you can protect something. So it's just more consistency. Next we play one Will of Fire. What this card does is, once per turn you can special summon one Salamangreat from your hand or graveyard. Or if you have a Salamangreat monster that was summoned using itself, you can target it and special. You can send this card to the graveyard and special summon Salamangreat monsters from your hand and or graveyard equal to the monster's link rating. So if it's a link 3, you can special summon up to 3 link monsters. 3 monsters from your hand or graveyard, but they have to go in defense position, so you can't revive links with this. But it's basically like Hall of Valhalla and Soul Charge all in the same card. So it's also the reason we don't need Monster Reborn. It's searchable. Once Sanctuary, you get this off the link monster. You only play one because you don't want to open it, even though probably playing more than one in a side deck would probably be kind of key, especially going to game 2 and 3, because this card is the heart and soul of the deck. If you lose this card, you probably will lose the duel. But the Salamangreat Sanctuary, basically what it does is it allows you to use a Salamangreat monster to summon itself. So if you have a Valence, which requires a level 3 or lower cyber, level 4 or lower cybers, it ignores that. So you can summon Valence, link off Valence to summon Valence. That's basically the whole idea of the deck, is using the link monsters to summon the same link monster, and then you get bonus effects from that. Second effect is really not relevant. It's kind of stupid if you ask me, but it's when a Salamangreat monster battles, you can reduce that monster's attack to 0 and gain life points equal to it. But, you know, if your monster is battling, then you're about to lose your monster and take all that damage, so not really a good effect. I haven't found a use for that. Next we play one Fusion of Fire. This is the super poly of the deck. This card allows you to fusion summon one Salamangreat monster using materials from your hand or either player's field as materials. So if you're doing in a mirror match, you can actually use their Salamangreat monster and their link monster to summon your boss monster, which OTKs. And that's it for those. We do play one Super Poly. Super Poly is broken in this deck because almost every deck in the format link summons. And your fusion requires one Salamangreat plus one link monster. So you can use this, you can set this with your link monster out, and your opponent, when they make an important link play, you can super poly them, take their link monster away, disrupt their play, and then summon a big ass beat stick, or you can hold it and use this as an uninterruptible fusion to summon the big guy and OTK. Next for staples, I'm running Triple Call by the Grave because this is a combo based deck. You do need to play 3 Call by the Graves it's kind of mandatory. No. Next is double twin twisters. Twin twisters, because there's a lot of back row in the format right now, especially with this deck. You have to have that. It's good bait. I'm taking 2 Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice, I'm choosing this over Solemn Strike because this card is faster. If I'm going second, Solemn Strike is not going to help me. But if I lose the dice roll and I have Chalice, I still have a way of negating a monster effect. And then this, or I can use it to beat over stuff, because most of the Salamangreats aren't really that strong. But it's mainly there as flexible negation. I like negating stuff, so if I open with it, I'll set it. If I go second with it, I'll use it like on someone's Savage Dragon or something. Just, it's good bait. Next, we play 2 of the trap, the counter trap. Salamangreat Roar. This card is amazing. What it does is, when a monster, spell, or trap effect is activated, you can negate that. If you control a Salamangreat Link monster, you can negate the activation and destroy it. And if you summon a Salamangreat monster using itself, you can set it. But if you set it and activate it, it gets banished when you lose the field. Next, we play the 1-of copy of Salamangreat Rage. This card is basically an Icarus attack. When you activate it, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. If you control a Salamangreat monster that was linked summon using itself, you can destroy cards. You can target that link monster and then destroy cards on the field equal to its link rating. So if you have the link 3 out, you can pop 3 cards. So this card's really good. And then the last card is 1 Infinite Permanence, because that's all I own at the current time. I dumped my other set when they spiked, and I just so happened to pull one, so I tossed it in here. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I'm running 3 of the Heart and Soul. Your main starter card, you really only need 2, but I played the 3rd just for utility, I guess. Balinx, what he does is when he's link summoned, he searches your field spell. And if you have this with the Gazelle, you summon this and then you chain block with Gazelle, so you get the search off no matter what, unless you have Effect Wheeler. It searches the field spell, and when this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it to protect your Salamangreat cards. This is probably the most important card in the deck. You need to manage these really well. Sunlight Wolf, the $6 rare. Basically, what this card does is, when he's summoned, when he's normal, he's what adds your stuff back. If a monster is normal or special summoned to a zone he points to, you could add back a fire monster from your graveyard, which includes Ash Blossom as well. But if he's link summoned using itself, and a monster is normal, special, and a monster is there in the zone, you can add back a spell or trap. So basically, you'll go him into another one, and then add a monster, add a spell or trap. Next, we have 2 Heat Leo. Heat Leo, when unsummoned, he spins spell trap back into the deck, and if he's link summoned using himself, you can target a monster on the field and target a card in your graveyard and make the attack equal to the monster in the graveyard. So if you have an Effect Wheeler in the graveyard with 0 attack, you can target someone's, I don't know, Thunder Dragon Colossus and make it a 0 attack power monster. And he's probably the strongest link monster that you run as far as Salamangreats, which is 2300. Not really impressive stats for a link 3, you know. Next, we have 2 of the MX Saber Invoker. Just like the name says, basically what this guy does is rank 3, detach 1 material, special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your deck in defense position. But if you do, you can only use fire effects for the rest of the turn. That's very important to remember. Also, when he's link summoned to summon a Salamangreat, you can target 1 monster on the field and return it to the hand. So it's spot removal and an MX Saber Invoker all in 1 card. And I do play the 1 Baguska, because there are combos where you can end on Baguska, and it's pretty good against the Thunder Dragon matchup. 1 update jammer, what this card does is, basically, when a Cyber's monster battles, the monster that is battling has its effects negated. Also, all their attacks become normal attack, the regular attacks. And if it destroys a monster by battle, you burn them for 1,000. Next, followed by the Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker, what it does is when you link, it discards Link Summon, you can target one Cyberse monster in your graveyard and special summon it to a Link Arrow, which use these two in tandem with each other. Or also, there's a good combo that ends with this. You do that with your standard 2-card combo. That way you can protect him from targeting, and keep it to where you can use your Salamangreat monster effects. But Transcode Talker boosts your monsters up by him and what it's linked to by 500, and it's mainly there for protection. It stops from being targeted, which is really good against the Sky Striker matchup. I play one Borolo Dragon just because Borolo's OP. I like him better than Boral Sword personally. And last but not least, the best card in the whole deck that you can summon. This card, Salamangreat Violet Chimera. What this guy does is, when he's fusion summoned, he requires a Link monster and a Salamangreat monster. So basically, you can Super Poly into this guy or Fusion of Fire into this guy using your opponent's stuff to summon him. He gains attack power equal to half the combined attacks of all the monsters used to summon it. So let's say you use, I don't know, 6,000 attack power worth of monsters to summon him, he gains 3,000. And he's already 2,800 attack power. On top of that, if he battles a monster that has different attack than its original attack, which also, you can use Forbidden Chalice to modify your opponent's monster's attack power. There's a lot of ways to modify your opponent's attack power. Main way you do it is with the Heat Wheel combo. You target it and then reduce its attack power. But if he battles a monster with different kind of attack power than its original, his attack power becomes double its current attack. And if you just so happen to fusion summon it using itself as material, when it battles your opponent's monster that has a different attack, their attack becomes 0. So if you can summon this guy using itself, it's a one-shot. But it's usually a one-shot anyways. But this is, when you go second, you go for this guy. You go first, you go to setup. And I'll show you the brief Salamangreat combo. For those who haven't seen it, standard combo would be these two. These can be replaced but you would need one or the other. There are other combos, but this is the standard combo. It's a 2-card combo, and we'll just put, I don't know, 3 random cards as the rest of your hand. So what you would do is you normal summon your spinning. Then you would link summon your spinning off to summon Balinks. Now when you summon Balinks, spinning left the field, you could chain your Gazelle. So Balinks will search for your field spell, chain Gazelle to special summon. So you special summon your Gazelle, Balinks will get your field spell, and literally any Salamangreat monster, Lady Debug, or Secretary equals your field spell. So this is really why you only need 1 field spell. And then Gazelle's effect will activate, allowing you to Foolish Burial any Salamangreat card. If you open the Roar, you send. If you open Rage, you send Roar. If you open Roar, you send Rage. So, for the sake of this combo, we're just going to send Roar. Next, you're going to activate Spin's effect. Since you control Salamangreat monster, you can special summon it, but it gets banished when you leave the field. But that's not really relevant because you're going to overlay with it. We're going to summon Mirage Dahlia. Next, we're going to activate Mirage Dahlia's effect to detach specifically Gazelle to special summon a monster from your deck. The ideal monster that you want to send special is Jack Jaguar. This is really another reason why you play 1 copy, you don't want to see it. You want to special summon it off of Mirage Dahlia. Alright, next, you're going to link summon using Balinks and Jack Jaguar. And you're going to go into your first Sunlight Wolf. Now, if you're going second, you would just link these 2 off and then spin something. But you're going to go into your Sunlight Wolf. Next, you're going to activate your field spell, and you're going to reincarnation link your Sunlight Wolf to summon another Sunlight Wolf. This one has been summoned by using itself as material, so it has all its effects. You're going to use Jet Jaguar's effect, shuffling the other Sunlight Wolf back into your deck, extra deck, for later use, and special summon itself. He has to go to a monster, a Link Arrow. And then when you summon a monster to the Link Arrow, it will trigger Sunlight Wolf's effect to add a monster back, a fire monster back to your hand, which could have been Ash Blossom or anything else. So now you have Gazelle in your hand. And then you can add, since he has the second effect, you can use the second effect and add a trap. A spell a trap back to your hand. So now you set up like this. And then you take this and set it, and now you have your end board. Which your end board ends with Stalio, Jet Jaguar, a reincarnated Link Sunlight Wolf, field spell, counter trap, 3 cards in hand, well 4 cards in hand, all of for 2 cards. So you gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards off of your starting 2 cards. So that's pretty good. And there's also another combo that if you open with Debug instead, instead of ending with Stalio, you end with Baguska. There's also another quick combo I'll show you guys real quick with the same cards. I'm just going to set everything to the side, because all these cards are going to be added right back. Same 2 cards. This is going first against Sky Striker. Gonna normal summon your spinning. I'm gonna link summon. To summon Valence effect. Chain, Gazelle, special. Add Sanctuary. Gazelle's effect, gonna dump Salamangreat Roar. Next, gonna activate spinning. Special. Overlay. Some Stalio effect. Detach Gazelle. Special summon Jet Jaguar. Next, gonna link summon. Summon Sunlight Wolf. Activate Sanctuary. Sanctuary effect. Relink. Summon second Sunlight. Then you're gonna activate Jet Jaguar. Special summon itself. His effect. Add Gazelle. His effect. Add counter trap. And link summon. Into and link summon. Into Transco Talker. Transco Talker's effect is gonna activate. Special summoning Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. You set your counter trap. Now they can't target your Sunlight Wolf, and your counter trap is going to be live, guaranteed. The Sky Strikers target everything. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the combos. Deck is super consistent. It's really fun to play and really cheap to build. So I do recommend giving it a shot. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will have more content here shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to like and subscribe. All help is appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day.